Yo, yo, yo. What's happening? What's up? Dun, 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 in the club. Um, where's the air horn? That's not it. That's not it. There it is. um, yo, it's a Shi-Fi podcast, episode 49. And yes, I remember, but now I am doubting myself and I'm wanting to check because that would be super embarrassing if I can't remember my own episode. All right, 49. We're still out here. We're still out here, y'all. We are surviving the apocalypse so far. I still got a camera, so I'm good. I'm good. So so you know, shout out Spotify, shout out Apple, shout out to everybody watching on YouTube. Um I'm giving y'all an update. A life update, a career update, and just just an update, podcast update because okay. So the last 2 months I've been in business. It sounded weird. I've been in business. I've been doing this internship for an accounting firm, and it shook up my whole life because I've never had that type of schedule before, and so I had no idea. And since it was such a temporary thing as 2 months, I was like, you know what? This is my number one focus for now, and let me put all my music, YouTube stuff to the side a little bit. And I was like, okay, let's focus on this internship. Well, that internship is over. I finished. Yesterday was my last day. Um, so now, and with this coronavirus stuff going on, I have a 2 week spring break now. Classes have been moved online. I feel like I'm putting all of my leg weight on the gas right now and all my hobbies. It's time because this is the first time in my life where I like, wow, my career is like it's not set. I'm not trying to like be that, but like my plan of like balancing hobbies and balancing my career is kind of working a little bit. I don't know how, but it's working. It's happening. So in this situation where I have a good career going on right now, good future, um, I'm not sure whether it's going to be at this particular accounting firm or if it's going to be another firm or just anything in business. Just the fact that I have something under my belt as an internship is a great thing for the future. It's a great thing. Just being out there and just giving me like, this is going to sound sad, but like giving me hope for a career. Hope is maybe not the right word, but just like it's like okay, it's some guidance like wow, I'm actually doing real life things, I'm actually getting real life paid for doing career stuff. Like it's kind of blew my mind a little bit, not gonna lie, but so it's a good place. So I've been so behind on podcasts, so behind on YouTube videos, so behind on music. Well, actually, not super behind on music. Music is so it's just always gonna be there, but the discipline I want for my YouTube and podcast, like my goals, like it's been kind of like uh down since I've been in the internship, obviously. So what I'm saying is, since I'm done with it, with this 2 week spring break, it's actually cool to be an introvert now. Like it's publicly cool. Like you're cool if you're an introvert right now with this whole coronavirus situation going on. So I'm like, that's my natural attitude. I can lock myself in this room for the next 2 weeks and I'll be perfectly happy. Perfectly. I don't need people. Sometimes I say things I'm just like, it's true, but it's like rude. Um, but it's my podcast. Y'all say rude things on y'all's podcast. Um, but all there is to say, I'm going podcast crazy these next couple weeks. I'm trying to pump up episodes, like especially just to catch up. Like I want to catch up to the ultimate goal in life is to have a podcast once a week, once a beautiful week. And so my co-hosts have been slipping. They don't want to be on this. They want to be on this podcast, but timing and just I don't know. I don't. It's their life. It's fine. But yeah, just so I've been kind of like holding this podcast on my back because I want a podcast. I want this, even though if it's horrible, I want to try like crazy. And it's not like no one's listening. I see some stats. I'm like, oh, why are these people listening to me? It's just, I don't know. You don't. There's no goal. Well, there is a goal, but it's like, um, you just never know. You never know. And I'm not gonna put maximum effort. Like I'm gonna put maximum effort in a minimal situation in this podcast. If that makes sense to y'all, thank you. So I'm gonna catch up on podcasts. I'm gonna catch up on. I'm just gonna be in my room, man. Like, like this is the time to shine. This is one of those. I just feel it. I just feel the buzz. I feel the buzz right now. These next couple months, when people are not naturally introverted or naturally like they're not fine with being by themselves, I am fine with that. And so might as well take advantage, like go berserk on just hobbies, man. Like, you know, I just feel that in the air. I just feel that in the air. Personally, just feel that. So so yeah, that's a good life update, accounting career update. I mean, it was a great situation. I mean, I just don't have anything to compare it to, but the things I've heard had exceeded my experience exceeded that. Um, but this firm was like surprisingly like casually relatable. It was just like as if I was talking to the bros, the homies. It was as if I was talking to the homies, like talking to the partner, talking to like people that are like, way more experienced and stuff. And it's just like, yeah, it's relatable. It's nice. I mean, like I've always, pictured accounting firms just being like rude, not rude, but just like very stern and just like trying to just prove a point. And I'm not that type of guy that's like that feeds off that energy. I'm like, first of all, lower your tone. Second of all, let me get to it. Let me just get to it, okay? But these people are chill. They're casual. I like it. I like just don't like just let me be. Let me try to figure this out. I don't need like some attitude. Like I don't have an attitude, so just don't have an attitude. It's dark. I have sunglasses on, but whatever. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. So, I'm only telling people what my podcast is because I like my podcast listeners the most and my YouTube viewers the most. They're my number one people because you have to try to listen to this podcast. You can't just like, okay, whatever. I'm not okay. What I want to say is, good experience. I lost my train of thought. I don't even know what I'm doing. Just life update, podcast, accounting. Um, so I graduate next May schedule for graduate school. That's a schedule. Okay. I don't even know like my online classes. What's funny, when I left for Christmas break this past year, leaving Lubbock, I fully expected me to be back 4 weeks later. I haven't been back since, and it's March. It's been 3 months. I haven't been back since. I went for like a weekend for like funsies, fun stuff, fun stuff. You know the vibes. But I've never been back since. And I don't even know when the next time I'll be back. Because it looks like all of our classes are going to get moved online. And yeah, I mean, great. Moved online. We'll see. I mean, now it looks like if I go back, it'll be June because I have a June class up there in Lubbock, and we'll just have to see. Um, I'm sorry, I'm just giving. I want to give an update before I go on this podcast tear. These next few weeks. It's been a while. I feel like I need to like just give a little personal life situation going on. So I think that's about it. I will say the accounting career internship really just helped my perspective on just the real world. And I hate when people are like, "Oh, welcome to the real world," like in a sassy comment. I'm like, "What's? Why are you telling me like that?" Like I hate that. Oh, you graduated. Here comes the real world. Shut up. Nobody. It's literally just real. The real world is just the same old, same old. It's just like my first 23 years of life. Okay, I lost my train of thought again. I don't know where. Sometimes I say things. I'm like, I got to vent about that for like a minute. So I'm counting. So yeah, it was cool. What was I gonna say? Oh, it changed my perspective on the stock market and buying, investing, blah blah blah. I saw first of all, I saw a tweet the other day. And it was like kind of relatable a little bit. It was like the stock market is just the horoscope for men. It was a little sexist, but cancel me. So yeah, it changed my perspective on the stock market. Just like it's more of a long term game. Growing up, you just see on TV like everybody panicking, like, oh, I gotta buy, I gotta sell, I gotta buy, I gotta sell. It's like a game, like a video game. And I'm not like about that energy. That's too much energy for all that. So some of the people I talk to at the firm, some people will just talk to you in life. And again, I'm only telling you all this because I don't have that big of an audience. So these are secrets. A key points that I'm willing to say just because I have a not much of an audience. The stock market is fine. Stop panicking. You're only making the rich richer. And I'm trying to get on that little train right now. All the stocks are like cheap right now. If I had like 50,000 to spare, oh my gosh. This is why when people say the rich get richer, people get mad. People are like, oh, rich get richer. Well, this is why the rich get richer just because they just get like, why is that so hard to figure out? Like, for example, if you invest $2,000 for a 5% turn, 5% like rate. I don't know the terms that much yet. All is to say, the more you invest, the more you get. If it goes up, of course. If it goes up. So with all these stocks going down, it makes me like all the broke people like me, like, yo, I can actually like get in these stocks and I'm not, and the stock market is like a long-term investment. It's never supposed to be like your job unless you're just like pro, like a 10-year, like you've been in the game for 10 years or something. It's more of a long-term thing. That's like, I never had that like revelation before. And so, yeah, it was definitely a different, like you're supposed to buy stocks and just hang on to them for the next 5 years. Like you're not, like you gotta like chill with these expectations. And so I got a couple secret stocks a little bit. I'm like, wow, wow. Even a kid like me can get some return off that. Ugh, I'm gonna stop being giddy. Um, I'm only kind of like relatively in the stock market, interested in the stock market because it's so new to me and my family and just like my heritage, just because there's no one in my family that has really invested in the stock market much, and so it's all new to me. It's in a way where I can understand it a little bit though. Besides, like my family just I don't know, just doesn't really family friends. I guess they just don't understand. I don't know how to like say this, but that's why I'm like very ambitious about that because it's such a like new thing that I'm like I'm going to figure this out so I can explain to all my family and friends. I'm like I'm going to help myself out first and then I'm going to help my people out first second. And I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but I don't know, that's just how I roll. um yeah, it's all new. I gotta figure it out. Gotta figure it out. Got to, man. Got to. Yeah, so that's my life right now. So yeah, that's the end of my personal life, career, accounting, music, hobbies, sports, but not sports, music, clothes, whatever. All my little thingy majigs going on right now. I'm trying to have like, no, I can't tell y'all that. It's a secret. Um, all right, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's talk about what the world has been talking about for the last 92 hours. The coronavirus. Wah. Um, this has been crazy. It's been a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I go from overreacting to being super chill about it every day. Every day. I'm overreacting a little bit today. Yesterday I was very super chill about it. So that's what I'm saying. Like I'm just going back and forth. I think I get super chill about it when I see the flights are like $40 round trip to like anywhere in the country right now. That is I don't even there's not a word for that to describe that. It's more than mind blowing. I don't even what's more than mind blowing. Crazy, crazy. And I think especially like in the sports world, like I follow that. It's just like the NBA is suspended. Like what? That's so stupid. I think Wednesday night was the night where I was like, whoa, things are getting out of hand. Things are getting out of hand. Because that night was the night where Rudy Gobert messed everything up. Rudy messed everything up. He was the one that got very ill right before the game. Fans are there, you know. He had an illness. They didn't even know if he had the virus or not. And they canceled the game. And the fact that he had the virus was like, wow. Like this man is a young, healthy dude, and this guy has the virus. They canceled the game. So the NBA called it good. Like when Rudy got that coronavirus, Adam Silver was like, nope, 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 blow the whistle, and suspend this season. I remember like seeing these tweets. There was literally a big news story going on every 15 minutes. I saw, what is it? Yeah, I saw the tweet. It was like the NBA is suspending the season. I was like, what is going on? That was where I was like that because it personally affected me. I was like, whoa, it's getting out of hand, y'all. This is getting out of hand. Um, yeah, that was where I realized like, yo, well, okay, thing something's happening. I found and then like Tom Hanks had the coronavirus. All these like random soccer players internationally got the coronavirus. My gosh, like it's funny seeing everybody's social commentary. I hate that it's always extreme on either side. One side's either like, oh, just wash your hands and take a shower and it's all good, and the other side's like, yo, we need a new president. I'm like, what's the president have anything to do with any of this? Just it's life is not that simple. Life is not decisions aren't made based off like one action. There's like so many thousands of actions, thousands of people. It's funny. It's funny. It's just funny. I'm more the middle ground. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna continue washing my hands. Okay, get a hand sanitizer. Okay, but then I'm also gonna be like, yo, like, I'm a young and healthy guy. Like, I'm 23. The odds are so against me. I'm not gonna like. I'll stay inside a little bit more this weekend, but I'm not gonna like cripple myself. I'm not gonna be like, I can't go out ever. I can't go out to Starbucks or something. I'm like in the middle ground a little bit. I'm like, okay, if I needed to go somewhere right now, I would go. Like, um, I saw a tweet this morning. I was like, this is, it's like if someone hands you 100 Starbursts and 3 of them were poisonous, would you still take it? And like it had like 30,000 retweets because like 3% of people with coronavirus have died. And first of all, that's a wild comparison. You're comparing Starburst to the coronavirus. First of all, this 3% of the coronavirus dying is the whole stat of the coronavirus, people with coronavirus. So we need to change that to like, if you had 100 Starbursts that were going to make you sick, but 3 of them were going to kill you, I wouldn't even take the Starburst. Duh. The fact that that had like 50,000 retweets just really just makes me throw up. Just be in the middle ground, man. Why is that so hard? It's not a good or bad situation. It's just there. Can we just it's not a black and white. Just everybody calm down. No, go ahead, panic. No. I want people to panic actually. Because the more people panic, the more people like me who are calm benefit. I don't know. I mean, I'll wash my hands. I'll take a shower. I'm not gonna be dumb and go to Italy right now. That's extreme. I mean, extreme. I'm looking at these like Dallas to LA, like Dallas to New York, $40 round trip tickets, and it is kind of dumb to do that. I would say this weekend, but I'm trying to gauge like, like what if next week the percentages go down? I don't know. I keep looking at that like people with coronavirus. It's like 0.001%. Whatever. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, and that's one thing. Like people keep giving these takes like as if they're doctors. Like, I'm not gonna believe you. Like, it's all jokes, I guess. I was gonna say the thing that's scary about this situation is that it's a exponential disease. Like people keep comparing it to the flu and stuff. I'm like, okay, I get it, but it's not like black and white. So it's like the flu. Imagine the flu, but we didn't really have a vaccine for it. Like we didn't have flu shots. Imagine the flu, and it kept killing more people every day than the previous day. It just kept killing people. Killed 5, then killed 20, and then killed 100, and then it killed 1,000, and it's just like that's the scary part. The exponential growth of this disease is why everyone's just a little panicky. Not like I don't know what's with these people buying toilet paper. Like I don't know, man. Uh, but it feels like I keep telling people this. It feels like I'm living in a history book right now. I'm enjoying it. Just yes, I understand. There's people dying. I understand that. Please don't get that misconstrued. But move on past that. Just like this is the wildest time in this world, and this like complete, even like the past generations. Like, what is going on? Like crazy. Like it's coolish to be living in this situation right now. Feels like I'm living in a movie, living in a history book. Just like this is going to be talked about for the rest of my life. Like, yo, I lived through that. I was a 20. I was a 20. I was a college student, and I was a part of the whole getting suspended and not graduating or not going or having classes moved online. I would feel a little bit bad if I was graduating this May. I feel bad for those people. I'm not gonna lie. Those are the only people I feel bad for because like no one's gonna be really showing up. Like you might not have family around much, and just like it's supposed to be a celebration of your education. People with their masters, bachelors, high school, even K5 graduates. Um, it's just yeah, it's supposed to be like a good celebration with your family, and you're already halfway through this current semester. You literally have 8 more weeks left. Like those are the people I feel bad for. Like I feel bad for them. Um, but other than that, man, I'm in the perfect scenario because I don't graduate till next year. So it's like, oh, this is great. And like I kind of have a lowest GPA right now, and I could really use some online classes. I could really use some online. I really could use some. Um, so it's a great timing for myself. Whatever. Um, but what else is there to say? March Madness got canceled. That's crazy, actually. That's really crazy. Because like that's NCAA's bread and butter, the March Madness. Like that's what they put all their energy into, and it's just canceled. And like all the and that kind of affects me too because I'm really into the NBA draft. Like this is where I get most of my um learning about some of these players playing in these big games. I'm like, now I'm not going to know that. Are they going to have? They're talking about maybe giving them a year of eligibility more, and that would be very interesting. Seeing like these seniors that are like really good. Those like Cassius Winston from Michigan State. Seeing him for another year, he's going to be killing people. But shout out to North Carolina right now. North Carolina basketball. If there was any year to have the worst season ever, it's this year. uh, Pretty interesting. Um, what else is there to say? I don't know. What was I gonna mention? Yeah, so I don't know. Stay safe out there, man. Stay safe. I don't want any of my audience to die because that'd be a huge percentage. Bad joke for the win. Okay, I think I'm probably gonna be talking about the coronavirus more, but I want to talk about more sports, music, blah blah blah. A lot of things have been happening. There's never a boring time in life. But yeah, that's it. I think let's wrap this up. Songs of the week, shout out. I haven't I haven't done a song of the week in a long time, and I really want to shout this one song out just because like just I just want to. Song of the week. Uh, You Played by Moneybagg Yo and Lil Baby. Lil Baby is the best rapper in the game right now. I will die for that opinion. he is far and away the best rapper. I cannot believe I'm saying that too, but the work he's putting in, he's Lil Wayne in the 2000s. He's just album after album after song after feature. He is killing the game. His lyrics are killing. He has that good verse or those good bars where he will say something, a line, and then move on to another idea. That's good. Like more ideas. Like don't stay on one idea for like the whole verse. Like it's good. And I'm picking You Play, and I know it's a Moneybagg Yo song, but Lil Baby's verse is nasty. I just want to read y'all the first two lines of this song. Let me just do so. One second. Let me get coffee. Okay. All right. Lil Baby. First two lines of the song. Let me just. She out here. I hate doing this. She out here wilding, telling her friends I'm buying her, flying her. You childish. That's the first line. Second line. I never mind them. I'm getting mine. I'm one of the flyest. Got no stylist. That's the first two lines of this verse. First of all, let's go back to the first line. She out here wilding, telling her friends I'm buying her, flying her. You childish. Let me translate to all the old people, even young people. Lil Baby's flying this girl out to meet with her, meet with him, and then she's telling her girlfriends about like, oh, this dude, Lil Baby's buying me flights. Don't tell your girlfriends that that I'm buying you flights to meet with me. If I was about this life, I would be rapping the same thing. But I'm not about this life. This is another person. I'm not morally like that. Not more. Just like I'm not that lifestyle. I'm not. No desire. But I'll vicariously live through Lil Baby. But that's a tough line. Oh man. Yeah, this verse is. I never mind. I'm getting mine. I'm one of the flyers. Got no stylist. Racks like books. I ain't been to no college. VS my teeth. I come through smiling. Last name Rich. First name not Roddy. Man. That's a tough verse in that song. So yeah, that's song of the week. Shout out Lil Baby's album. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling y'all, this man is not playing around anymore. He's not a Lil Baby feature with the Drake song. He's not that type of guy anymore. This man's a headliner. Lil Baby, my turn. Go cop. Seriously, it reminds me of Lil Wayne, and I know I'm old by saying that, but it reminds me, man. He's killing the game. Yeah. That's about it. That's it. I'm out of here. Yeah, it's been 49. I'm popping these podcasts out now, so get ready. If you're bored during this virus, just listen to this. I'm getting content out. All right, man. Thank you for watching. Shout out or peace. Have a good one. Peace. Yes. Thank you for watching. Is there anything else I need? Yeah, there's nothing else. All right. Peace.